Hello, everyone. My name is Onur Beker, and I'm a PhD student at VLab. I will present our paper titled Perception Action Loop with Memory for Long Horizon Planning. Animals and humans can operate on high-dimensional visual stimuli to achieve diverse and ever-changing goals necessary for their survival. And experiential learning through trial and error plays a fundamental role in achieving this. In real-world environments, even in the simplest ones, learning every new task from scratch is interactable. This motivates memory-based mechanisms for remembering relevant segments of past experience and recycling them. Such mechanisms can significantly accelerate learning by trial and error because the same behavior can remain valid in different contexts and for achieving different goals. Because real-world environments have a compositional structure. To make this discussion more concrete, let's consider an image-based navigation task. An agent needs to reach every state from every other state, and it needs to do this solely using images. It's also provided with an offline replay buffer or a dataset that consists of unlabeled images of a random walk exploring the environment. This forms a goal-conditioned reinforcement learning setting. Existing goal-conditioned reinforcement learning algorithms struggle when the goal state is far away. This is because as the goal state gets further, the number of trajectories that can reach it increases exponentially. How can we make this search tractable? We can employ compositionality. In our case, this corresponds to searching for random walk segments in our replay buffer, which, when concatenated together, form a path between the start and goal states. But how can we implement such a trajectory restitching mechanism? We need to be able to retrieve relevant trajectory segments, and we need a way to restitch them into a path. To achieve this, we learn a perception function which projects images into a latent space where the L2 distance correlates with physical proximity between states. To learn how to perceive physical proximity, we need information about actions and their consequences. So we first learn goal-conditioned Q values through hindsight relabeling. These Q values capture how many time steps an optimal policy needs to traverse between states. We then use these Q values for contrastive learning with a loss function that dictates that L2 distances should be small whenever Q values are high. If you look at the plot, these learned representations shown in the y-axis correlates with the geodesic distance between states as shown in the x-axis. And we use these representations for nearest neighbor retrieval by thresholding them to define neighborhoods. And as you increase the neighborhood threshold, the neighborhoods gets larger and the number of retrieved states increases as expected. We can also use these representations to retrieve nearest neighbor trajectories. To do this, we search our dataset for the highest reward trajectory segment that connects the neighborhoods between the neighborhood of the start state and the goal state. And given our trajectory retrieval mechanism, we redefine the main subroutines of classical sampling-based planning algorithms like PRM, RRT, or RRT star. These algorithms originally retrieve points from optical free 3D space and connect them with line segments. We instead retrieve states from the replay buffer and connect them by the retrieved trajectories. I will skip these parts because I think I'm running out of time. If you do this, the video doesn't play. The end result is an experiential planning mechanism, planning framework that's robust and sample efficient. For example, it can allow a policy to navigate between any two points in a real-world apartment only using 150,000 time steps, which is a significantly lower sample complexity compared to hundreds of millions of transitions that RL algorithms commonly require. We ran extensive experiments in 3 other environments, and those experiments can be found in the paper. I will also skip them in the interest of time. To conclude, we presented a general purpose planning algorithm that combines learning-based perceptual representations with classical sampling-based planning algorithms. For training these representations, we combined reinforcement learning with representation learning. And for planning with these perceptual representations, we modified sampling-based planning algorithms so that they retrieve and restitch trajectory segments. The end results an experiential framework for long horizon planning that's more robust and sample efficient compared to existing methods. That concludes my presentation, and thank you very much for your time.